What's going on, y'all? I had to check out a video from Black Conservative Perspective. And you know I like watching videos where woke people are getting roasted. It's hilarious. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, all that good stuff. Check out the original as well. Just laugh at some wokies.
Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is. Government, Kansas, Missouri, take away her food stamps right now. Did you just hear that? Take them away.
That's
I'm not even kidding.
I will
You
say,
don't want to? F you. That
no,
is
I
not
really
a choice.
don't want to.
Huh?
I don't want to.
Then that is not fair. That is not a choice.
Yeah.
Subsidies should be there and even more for those who cannot. You can in your two.
That's pretty damn disgusting if I say so myself. That's pretty damn nasty to fully admit that. And I've met people like that. I've worked at jobs with a girl one time, to say if I could be more specific, but it's more than one person. But there's one girl I was working with. I remember she gets up and looks at me directly in my eye and goes, I'm quitting. I could just go get this money from food stamps. I got like 5 kids, and walks out the door like never to be seen again. I was like, the heck? She really just said that?
Choosing not to because you do not want to. And I knew the more and more I pushed on it, we would find out that you're doing this because you want to. Straight up, not because you can. Using ADHD and autism? Yes. Is he able to communicate with other people?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't want to hear it. Come on. He's every Gen Beta ever. Gen Alpha, Gen Beta. He is every single one of them born.
Maybe.
They're all getting diagnosed with this. If he's able to communicate with people and he's able to do things, and you're right, he probably didn't need the accommodations that you're thinking based on everything you're telling us. The more information is unlocked, the more we're finding out he could probably just go to school.
Well, he is back in regular school now because he was missing things that should have been taught when he was in kindergarten and first grade.
I don't know who this is, but he going off. I don't know who this is. He don't play that ish though. This nigga's going in.
Fucking thought.
And we needed help filling those holes.
Well, you would make more money, by the way, getting a babysitter that could watch 2 hours between school and you getting home. And you going and actually making money like a fucking adult. 31? What a joke.
I know.
Boy. So we got to talk about an amazing clip that is going viral featuring the show Financial Audit. And Financial Audit is hosted by K.
I didn't know who that was doing this, but that was probably one of the best clips I've ever seen. Ripping it. Because there's a bunch of people living like this. Where it's like, what? Get a job. What? Nigga, I've had 3 jobs at the same time before. I need to get back on that type of time. Once my back stopped acting up, nigga, I don't think I can do anything on my back stop acting up. But that should be like another few days. Just trying to get another 3 jobs. Man. I need to get back on that type of time, grinding. Like you hear making excuses, doing podcasts, and you're just like, nah, I don't want to work. Excuse me? What you said? Okay. Repeat that one more time. Get your ass up and go to work.
Caleb Hammer. Now, to be honest with you guys, I've never heard of this show. I've never seen this show, but apparently it is a show where you have people sit down with Caleb Hammer and discuss their finances. And this guy tells them what they're doing wrong, right? And how to fix their financial situation. Now, one of the reasons why I already love this show is because this is a passion of mine, right? Like this is my actual real passion, which is personal finance. Okay. It is something that became a passion of mine in college. I worked for a financial literacy startup when I was a sophomore in college. And since then, I've been in.
I wouldn't say it's a passion for me necessarily, because I don't think I have the knowledge that he probably obtained. I'm doing that for years. But I look that up all the time. And then sometimes I'll mix philosophy, because I look that up too as well, with financing. What would Stoics feel about money? What does this philosopher think about saving? How could you save faster? Investing. Can you invest in things that's not like just gonna throw your money away? Stocks, ETF. things like that. I look up stuff like that on a regular basis.
To investments and worked in financial services. And I really do believe that financial literacy is the gateway to freedom, right? And I'm going to react to this clip because you have this woman who is on the show, a liberal woman, blaming Trump for her current circumstances, okay, in regards to her hair salon business that apparently she doesn't really work full time in.
You don't need to be doing this self-employed bull. Again, you're not trying to get on the cover of Time magazine. What are we trying?
Absolutely not.
Woman power. Like, I don't give a about
I'm
that.
trying
Go work a job.
I'm trying to have a job that I won't lose if I have to go do something for my kids.
What does he have? She, they, probably.
He.
Okay.
He's back in regular school this.
Did he say they probably? Oh, he cooking them. He said, I think it's she, they. Probably. It's the way you talking. I say I said something to my Discord. I got you. I'm gonna check it.
Year we've done online school for two years. My oldest is doing it for a third year.
Why?
Because the school district, specifically the school that they were in, tried to tell me that his disability was not a disability and
Maybe
they
it's
wouldn't
not.
make accommodations for
What's
it.
his disability?
No, she has said something like on the lines of, I don't trust the government and what they're doing with schooling, so I would rather homeschool. I probably wouldn't argue with nothing after that. Maybe you should receive some benefit to help you homeschool, right? If you actually taking it seriously because you don't want your child to be affected by all the nasty woke stuff that they're injecting and propaganda that they're putting into schools and having them pledge their allegiance to rainbow flags and shit. I'm just saying, right? I'm all for homeschool. But she just being lazy, right? Like, this is a lot of people out here that just don't want to work. Like, I've worked so much in my youth, my back is still messed up. I'm over here turning like the old Batman. Like, he couldn't move his neck. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm all for homeschooling if you take it seriously.
So he's ADHD and autistic.
And is this officially diagnosed via a doctor? Then how would the school say that? I'm having a hard time believing this.
If
you had a diagnosis from a doctor, I don't think a school would say that.
Nope, they did. They didn't say he didn't have it. They said it's not a disability, and we don't make accommodations for it.
You would make more money, by the way, getting a babysitter that could watch 2 hours between school and you getting home, and you going and actually making money like a fucking adult. 31? What a joke!
I know. It's fine. Everything's fine though.
Take away her food stamps.
It will be fine.
Please.
That's the
please.
So,
like the big
I
minimum.
would like to.
And yes, to definitely take her. This is just the bare minimum, like, of doing anything. You don't want to, like, actually strive for success. You don't want to do better. You don't want to do the best that you could do. We just told you can make even more money. You could take care of your kid even more. And you like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to settle in whatever the gov gives me. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Thomas Sowell was right.
Please.
Eventually.
Also, if you guys want to see me react to some Thomas Sowell videos and clips, let me know.
Are we supporting your choice of not working? It is disgusting. And you blame the last election? What the is wrong with you? Blame everyone but yourself.
A lot is wrong with me. I think we established that though.
By the way, we did the math. You can get a job as Supercuts there and you will make more money.
The closest Supercuts is an hour away from me.
Okay, then the alternative. You're saying there's no alternative an hour away? F off.
There's not a
oh, yes, there is. There's no way. We have
because Supercuts does haircuts and color, and there's nowhere else that does haircuts and color.
Dude, I don't care about what you want to do. I care about you making money.
I understand.
Then I don't give a.
I want to go to work and not want to jump off a cliff.
I don't care.
I don't know what channels. I need to go and check him out immediately. He's going in, and it's just facts and reality. If we had people actually doing this in schools, if we had a teacher like this, just sit every student down and have these type of conversations, we might not have nothing to worry about as a society, as America, as a country. Like, if we just had more people like him.
Take care of your fucking kids.
I do.
Be a mother. No, you don't. No, you're milking the taxpayer because you're a spoiled brat.
I would actually like to get off of those things.
No, you wouldn't. You'd
Yes,
go do it.
Yeah. This business that she has, she feels like she's struggling because of Trump. Okay. And this guy is going to set her straight. He is going to introduce her to some personal responsibility and accountability. Okay, which apparently is a conservative thing, right? That is the reason why I stumbled across this video, is because it is going viral in the political X space due to the fact that you have liberals now claiming that this guy is MAGA, right? He's a Trumper. He's a Republican. He's conservative simply because he believes in personal responsibility and accountability when it comes to your finances, right? When it comes to your own situation in life. And he's going to do an amazing job at setting this woman straight about how, no, it's not Trump's fault. It's your fault that you're in the situation that you're in. And again, this video is glorious. It really warms my heart because I really do believe that when I retire from political commentary, this is probably what I'll end up doing, right? This will be my passion project where I literally just help people.
That'd be fire. That would be fire. If he started a side channel doing that, I'm watching it. Y'all know I rock with Black Conservative Perspective, man. Dope content creators, super dope.
Fix their debt situation for free. Fix their financial situation for free, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Yes, it is. Thanks for coming down to Austin. What do you do up there for a living?
So I'm a hairstylist. I own a salon and we're building out some stuff.
They are curled?
Yes, they are curled.
I see. Yeah, that's what a hairstylist would do. Very good.
I'm trying to permit.
Is that a multi-week process?
It is.
I don't mind still checking this out and reacting to it, guys. I don't mind. But it seems like he's about to react to this whole clip. Is there a way that I could just find the whole clip? But I don't mind. I'll watch it through a reaction. It don't matter. I rock with Black Conservative Perspective anyway.
Because your hair's not healthy enough to do it.
Huh?
Yet.
Yours?
Yep.
Yeah, let's just
you said yours.
Yeah. Talking about me. My hair.
You talk to yourself in the yours?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
I have third person conversations all the time.
Hopefully not out loud.
I work for myself, so kind of.
But there are people in the chair. If you start having conversations with yourself while you're doing their hair, they might be afraid that you're the one with razors and scissors.
They are just as crazy as I am, actually. It's fantastic.
Oh,
yeah, that's not crazy.
Very good. So you must be making good money, business owner, I'm hoping.
A little bit of
not as much.
Mm-hmm.
We've got kids at home and they're kind of the priority.
No, okay, when you say we, see, I don't know. Are we talking we as in you?
Me, yes, sorry. I have kids at home and they are my priority. So
that's fine.
I mean, make so that I
should just imagine having a husband. Like, why she just imagine that? Like, hold on, I might be able to
can show up for them.
I thought that was on the screen.
I choose to make a little bit less.
So it's just you.
It is just me.
Okay, good. How many? Well, not good, but whatever. It is what it is. We're dealing with it. How old are they? How many kids?
2, 9 and 11.
So, what's going on?
So, I am actually kind of in debt because of the past election.
Wait.
I know it's kind of crazy.
Well, at least you acknowledge it. What the do you possibly mean? I don't know anything that happened the day of election or inauguration that was like all of a sudden, here's a loan from the federal government, please have it.
So most of my clients are affected by how the economy works, including
that's everything in the service-based economy,
including my boyfriend's work. He's in construction.
Oh, you have a boyfriend?
I do.
Okay.
And his income has been affected drastically. And
where is he in construction?
What do you mean?
Like, what kind of construction does he do?
He mostly does flooring, but he's done whole home remodels. Mm-hmm. He does some handyman work here and there. But a lot of that work has slowed down as well.
That's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, especially when home prices were soaring as materials were a little more expensive, people also stopped renovating as quickly. And that was in the high inflation time. Wouldn't that have impacted his job as well about 3-4 years ago?
So,
and then got a little better for a while, and
for a little while.
Ding. Right. Again, I love how this guy is like instantly pointing out the flaws in what she's saying. Right. Her argument is that, well, I'm in debt because of this past election, as if Trump winning the election made her go and get a loan. Right. That's what it sounded like, which clearly is ridiculous on his face. Now, also, what I like the fact he pointed out is that the economic conditions today are better than they were just a few years ago, because if your argument is that your boyfriend, who she doesn't live with, by the way, your boyfriend, his business is struggling or his work is struggling. He's struggling because of economic slowdown. Well, this is something that's been happening for years, right? And you talk about being in the construction business, yeah, I mean, people stopped spending money on this stuff. They stopped buying as much stuff due to the fact that housing prices have been rising. The cost of materials, the cost of construction has been rising.
Yeah,
but the worst of that happened a few years ago under Biden, right? Under Democrats, right? So again, if he's struggling, right, it would only make sense that he started struggling before the election, which again would not be Trump's fault. Okay.
While yes, and we were kind of doing okay at that point. Now we do live separately and we handle our finances all.
Yeah, blaming Trump is something that a lot of these wokies have been doing lately. Like it's all his fault. Trump did it. Like what? What do you mean, Trump? It was he is the reason why I'm not working and getting off my behind. Let me see. I think I found the original video. Let's see if we could take a look at that. Shout out to Black Server Perspective, though. I do want to hear his full intake or full take on that. Sounds like he needs a job also. That's funny. Who are you speaking on? The host? Sound like the host is cooking it. He probably got a job, right? Are you saying the boyfriend? Oh, yeah, hell yeah. The boyfriend would need to get their ass a job, right? Said, what up, BX? How you doing? How are you?
In there. But a lot of that work has slowed down as well.
So, just to make sure I'm not.
I work for myself, so kind of.
But there are people in the chair. If you start having conversations with yourself while you're...
We've got kids at home, and they're kind of the priority.
She said, we.
And an 11.
So, what's going on?
So, I am actually kind of in debt because of the past election.
Wait.
I know it's kind of crazy.
Well, at least you acknowledge it. What the do you possibly mean? I don't know anything that happened the day of...
I peeped that you was talking about the boyfriend. I peeped that. Took me a second.
Election or inauguration that was like all of a sudden, here's a loan from the federal government, please have it.
So most of my clients are affected by how the economy works, inclling
Well, that's everything in the service-based economy.
Including my boyfriend's work. He's in construction.
Oh, you have a boyfriend?
I do.
Okay.
And his income has been affected drastically. And
where is he in construction?
What do you mean?
Like, what kind of construction does he do?
He mostly does flooring, but
he's his job?
Done whole home remodels. He does some handyman work here and there. But a lot of that work has slowed down as well.
That's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, especially when home prices were soaring as materials were a little more expensive, people also stopped renovating as quickly. And that was in the high inflation time. Wouldn't that have impacted his job as well about 3-4 years ago?
So,
and then got a little better for a while and, you know?
For a little while, yes. And we were kind of doing okay at that point. Now we do live separately and we handle our finances all separately.
You've broken up?
No, we just live separately. We have
You say now?
Yes.
You were together?
So
we are together.
No, you live together.
For a short time.
It's usually indicative of a great relationship. Moving out.
We did not agree on how some of the debt situations were being handled, and to keep.
We need to get back into this. It sounded like he got wise and was like, "This chick is bugging." That's what it sounded. It sounded like he was like, "Listen, you handle your debt, I handle mine. See you later if we can make that happen." Yeah, they broke up. That's what that sounds like.
Also indicative of an incredible relationship.
Outside of that, it's actually wonderful.
Sure, outside of the things where we agree on life matters is great. Yeah, it sounds like a nice friends with benefit.
But to keep each other from getting tied to each other's debts, we decided to live separately.
What do you mean? You weren't married?
Yes.
Right. That's
living together doesn't all of a sudden make it a legally binding thing.
Common law comes into play.
Are you in like common law marriage?
No. Because a big reason to avoid that or a big way to avoid that is not living together. We don't share a mailing address. So it can't be insinuated or taken as we are living together and presenting as a married couple, because we aren't and we don't.
So going above...
She don't know what the hell she talking. Yeah, I don't think she knows what she talking about. I do not think this woman knows anything.
and beyond than that.
Yeah.
So last election,
Not
Yes.
about her own
I'm a little
financial
confused
situation.
on exactly what you mean by that. Now I know job numbers, jobless numbers, unemployment. Overall, I've covered this in the live streams
Yes.
on the Caleb Hammer Live YouTube channel ever since like the height of the best employee market in the history of basically human.
Yeah, she's tripping. I said, or in denial. Typical Karen. Yeah, you not lying?
Karen alert. Oh my. It's Karen. She coming. Get your stuff. Get your stuff.
humanity about 4 years ago. You know, jobs gained on a monthly basis has been a steady decline. You know, people think the president has a lot more impact than they do. Now, you could yell tariffs, you could yell a lot of things,
Yeah.
right? Which I'm sure you will.
No,
No.
I really don't think they can impact as much as people say that they
Well, they can. It just takes longer.
Right.
Yeah.
And even the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, who is not the biggest fan of Trump, specifically says we will not see the long-term the effects of tariffs for like a decently while. It takes a long time to filter through the economy.
Yeah.
People get hyper political and excited online, like, but you know, it's whatever. But we're on the same trajectory and trend that we have been in terms of job numbers added on a monthly basis.
Right.
Like if we would be almost in a very similar economic thing we're in right now if Kamala was president as well, would you be saying the exact same thing?
Worse.
That because of the last election, you have lost money?
Probably.
No, because she knows how to make collard greens. So you can't criticize Kamala if she's making collard greens. Duh. Out of a bathtub with her nasty ass. Don't matter. Can't criticize her. Can't call her out.
So you blame everyone but yourselves.
No.
You can blame economic
Because
conditions. I bet people do less home renovations when things aren't as juicy. It's people borrow for home renovations. Interest rates are still high, even though they've come down a little. Even still, people are less likely to invest in renovating a house when interest rates are high.
I've
few
looked
years.
at potentially moving out of the country, and it's just never feasible.
What does that make sense for?
It-
In what way?
It's got to be better somewhere else. It has to be better anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
So you'll be moving to sub-Saharan Africa.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
No, probably not. It's
You
too hot.
said anywhere.
Almost
Outs-
anywhere.
Oh, okay. Pushing the goalpost a little bit.
Just a
Yeah.
smidge.
Okay, where's it better for you, salon owner, business owner?
Salon owner, business owner, I don't know. I
I'll
haven't
tell you
actually
an
looked
economy
that
that's
far
doing
into
pretty
it.
well in Europe. I'm sure you really like Europe. Poland's increasing. Poland's doing very well. But you know
good.
what happened if you employed other people in the salon? You know what happens? If you want to fire them, oftentimes depending on what contracts you're on, if you want to fire them, you still have to actually keep them on for about a month, 2 months,
Yeah.
depending on time.
Well, luckily my boyfriend doesn't agree with that plan.
Your boyfriend, who you're definitely not going to give.
She doesn't have any thoughts that were actually fully thought out. You broke up with your boyfriend because disagreements and how to handle your debt. Just for you to sit here and be told about someone who does this for real, that was a dumbass idea. And you, well, you know, luckily my boyfriend disagreed. The one that you broke up with because he disagreed? If you don't, by the end of this conversation, realize how dumb you sound, then there's no saving you.
Married to and are not connected to in any way
You wanna be
whatsoever.
saved.
So, okay. Yeah. So
Simple
he
as that.
likes living here. I mean,
Yes.
it sounds like he
If you watch it on YouTube, hit the like button, share the video, drop comments. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch, and don't forget to check me out on Kick.
has his own business, right?
Yes, he does.
On both.
So, yeah. Why would he want to leave?
I understand. That's where his logic and my logic sometimes don't always mix.
Now, I'm concerned. We can blame economic conditions for certain things, but you went to blaming the election.
Yeah. A lot of
That's
things.
a lot. That is just someone who does not take any kind of accountability, or at least
Let me see what y'all say. He says, it's funny how Americans think somewhere is better while people for the country, she talking about and dying to get in illegally, but somewhere else, so way better than America. Yeah, they always say that. Something's always way better. And then when you're over there, it's not better. And mind you, like you said, there's people that's dying to try to come into America. Well, when I went out the country last year sometime, I liked it. I enjoyed it. But in no time that I go, I'm gonna stay here forever. In fact, nigga, that would probably be terrifying. Terrifying. You don't know how things work. Right? Visiting is cool. Maybe even having property of cool down the line. But nigga, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I don't like how America's going. I'm leaving. Now switching states. I can understand that. But I'm gonna just leave America.
Any kind of objective
Sounds stupid.
intake of information about the economy.
Yeah, kind of.
If you want to go straight politics about it, there are certain things. If he made it illegal to renovate houses, yes, we could blame that.
I think a bigger part of it is that a lot of places are worried about things going into recession.
Yes, and that would happen if it was the other administration too.
Yes, and so a lot of stuff comes to a complete halt. It doesn't even just slow down. Like 80% of the work disappeared.
Exactly.
And
that's not the last election, though. That is interest rates being high. That's the purpose of interest rates being high, to cool the economy, bring down inflation. And when you cool the economy, you bring it down. And you usually, when interest rates are this high compared to the average of interest rates in the past decade or so, when they're this high, statistically a recession follows. So
it's about when it all started.
And I'm not jerking off the president. I don't give a fuck about that. But when you're going and you're blaming something on something like that instead of actual, objective information,
it's the thing that makes puts all of it together.
It's a cope.
Because so many people stopped. So many of the businesses that he was doing work with and contracting with completely
but maybe they picked other businesses as well.
They completely shut down. So all of that work disappeared entirely.
What were the businesses that shut down? And also, what does this matter? This is your boyfriend. This isn't you.
Because
you guys aren't married together. You're not dual income. Like, I'm sorry. That sucks. I'd give him a handshake and a hug, but this isn't you.
Because the goal long term.
What about you and your business? You said you're not.
Yeah, I got nothing to do with it, for real. And you already made the decision to this is split so he can handle what he got to handle and you got to handle what you got to handle. What this got to do with him? What this got to do with you? This is crazy.
Doing well.
No.
That's the last election?
Yes, it's gotten much worse
people
the last
still have
election.
hair.
People do still have hair, but the grocery prices, at least where I'm at, have gone up drastically, and they are having to now choose going to the grocery store or getting their hair done on a regular basis.
Okay, it depends on the food item specifically. You know the food item that went up the highest in cost this year so far?
No, I don't.
Coffee.
Probably.
Why?
I don't know. I can't drink it.
But you're trying to blame everything on can't drink coffee?
No.
Is your body... Why?
I have heart problems. I can't have caffeine.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We avoid it at all costs.
Oh, good. We. You. Coffee.
Yes.
A lot of people thought tariffs. I thought tariffs.
Yeah.
Then I actually looked into things instead of just blaming the last election. Bad season in Brazil where we get a lot of our beans.
Was it really?
Yes.
Huh.
Lots of drought issues.
That makes sense.
Dramatically affected the supply, dramatically affects the price. When you're actually interested in learning instead of immediately going into politics of good guy, bad guy, my team, your team, you actually get to learn things and blame things. Some food prices are down, some food prices are up. Coffee is dramatically high. Eggs went high, have relatively come back down, not perfectly.
Right.
Meat is up.
Cooking oil is up.
Some produce, berries are down.
Yep.
Are you suggesting that everyone in the median United States in your area is choosing, let's make sure we choose our steak over getting a haircut? Yes, you're on the supply of services. You're on the end of services that people wouldn't go bougie over in a downturn, and people are a little more nervous now. So I can appreciate that to a certain extent, but you are over exaggerating the potential impact of what things are like.
Hey BX, how you doing? How are you?
Like at this exact moment, this isn't Great Recession.
However, it still has impacted us severely.
Us? Who?
My family, my children, myself and my children.
Well,
and all other hairstylists.
Tell me what's happened.
I have a lot of this debt because my significant other and I are trying to start a business. We are building out some salon suites.
Why are you starting a business if you selling debt? Right now is the best time for you to start a business, you think?
The economy is so bad.
Wait,
but your own salon isn't working. Why are you building up more?
I have a salon suite.
I might subscribe to this guy. Facts. That makes no sense. Right? You might want to focus on the thing that's failing so it doesn't fail, unless you're going to close that chapter and work on something else. But it seems like she's trying to start something within the same field. So
that I work in. It is licensed as its own salon. We are trying
You have like a booth in a salon, is
Nope.
what you're saying.
Nope. I have
Explain
a
it.
whole private room like this room. It's an entire private room.
It's one of those buildings you walk in and there's a ton of private rooms.
There's only 5.
Okay, so
It's very
there's only
small.
5 in this
It is very
little
small.
building. Gotcha.
And it's more of a spa.
But what I'm explaining is correct. It is one of those
Kind of.
places.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was-
Sometimes there's a little hair massage booth. Sometimes there's a little, yeah.
Some of them are offices.
Exactly. It's a little rent a space. Got it.
Sure.
And you're trying to get more, but yours isn't successful.
We're trying to
And
get
you're blaming
more
the economy
so
instead
that
of yourself.
we can have other renters that can come in and rent those
Okay.
spaces.
So you're trying to
I get what she's trying to become, the person who rents the booths out instead of the person who's renting. I can understand that. I can understand that because that would take away some issues, but the fact that she's saying that it's low because of economy and Trump, it would still be low. It would still be low. Like, that wouldn't change. So her business would probably still fail. If you're blaming it on you not having clients because of the economy and Trump. And I mean that no one would have the clients. So you would start a business and not be able to fully rent those booths out or get your return back. Yeah, that sounds stupid. If that's true, that sounds real dumb.
buy real estate or you're going to sublease?
Right now we're going to sublease.
Oh.
We have intention
But
to.
if the economy is not good right
purchase.
now, if your
you.
entire justification for why you're not doing well is because people are not willing to go spend on hair,
I need to start.
why would you go rent units for hair being done that you would sublease out? Because if it was,
You would think I was an expert. I'm saying the same stuff.
if yours was impacted because of the overall economy, it would impact everyone. Now, I'm a little skeptical to a certain point. Some things are impacted. Don't get me wrong. I want to be very real about that. And one of the things people cut on are, services and things like that. But, personal appearance, that is one of the things that people do still care about and will
It's a
spend
huge
money on.
thing.
I'm skeptical of you, the hours you're putting in, the price comparison in the area.
Yeah.
What research have you done price comparing in the area for what you offer versus what the median is?
So there are, I think, 13 hair salons in town, and I am on the lower side of average price wise.
You're
Haircuts.
making me even more skeptical.
Haircuts-
Something's wrong.
Haircuts in my
She's
town
not being
range
honest.
between $45 and
honest.
$75.
And
I'm at for haircuts at the $45 range. Some color
then
services.
something's wrong because but people will still get their haircut.
Yes.
That is an objective reality.
Yes.
They will go to the cheaper one. If they're not going to you, there is something more wrong than you're willing to admit.
Most of my services are color services.
Okay, well, yeah, people
So-
are going to cut back on that.
Exactly. And that's where the majority of my
Then
income
change
comes
your
from.
business.
Help me do that? I don't know how to do that.
Focus on cutting hair. You just already answered that yourself. What do you mean? You just answered that yourself.
I do cut hair. I just don't
Focus on
I don't
that.
have any just haircut clients.
That's what we're focusing on building. That's what you're doing any kind of meta advertising on, social media posting.
See, and
Yeah, I
this
don't do a whole lot of
is-
that either.
Well, yeah.
And this is your problem. You don't do a whole lot of it. I almost jumped through the screen. And this is your problem, right? A lot of people think this way, where they'll just specialize in one thing. And then if that thing falls through, now you have nothing else to rely on. Same thing in content creation. You can talk about one topic specifically, but if you don't start spreading it out, nigga, people ain't gonna really rock with you if you talk about other things. Right. And then there's gonna come a time where, say, I don't know, you talk about one musician. That musician stopped making music. You done. You struggling. Now you got to try to build something. It's best to just do multiple things, right? Like if you have a burger spot, you should probably sell French fries too, right? And those fries should not be trash. Sell chicken. You start mixing it up. So now if People like, yeah, we tired of burgers. You still got mad stuff that people couldn't have. Right? That goes for everything. Movies. Like if Netflix only specialized in one, I know a lot of people don't rock with Netflix, but if they only specialized in one genre or one thing, they would be nowhere near as big as what it was or is now. You see a lot of those one genre apps be failing. You gotta mix it up. Have multiple things.
So why would you do that as a business, huh? It's almost like the things that you immediately try to blame aren't what's actually holding your business back. It's almost like you're not serving the clientele on what the market is demanding. Who would have thought?
I struggle to remember to do that because it's a lot to manage. It is a lot to manage.
Paper, pen. Shut the f up. What kind of bullshit excuse is that? I struggle at remembering things and staying organized too. I set myself reminders on my phone endlessly.
I raised 2 kids.
Oh, I hate when people do that. I hate when people, there's people within the Fang gang that got children that's grinding. Putting in work. What are you talking about? Yes, it's gonna be hard. It's not easy. So, you gonna make excuses? I don't know what to do. You just being lazy. Yes, you're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to work hard into someone who didn't have children. So what? Put it in. There's only one way you can make things better. Put in the work.
I raised 2 kids and managing
no one's ever done that in the history of humanity. We're not all here because other people have had kids or anything. That's never happened. That has never happened ever.
See, you got Fang gang members saying they at work right now, grinding as they got children, still showing love, still supporting. Come on, man. She just lazy, bro. Like, I can't stand people like that. Like, I get people like that away from me because they're going to bring you down with their energy, try to make you lazy.
Through the entire hundreds of thousands of years of human existence. What, 250,000 years? I forgot.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You have kids?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I managed them by myself.
Oh my goodness. No one's ever done that. I mean, you'll get sympathy.
They absolutely
You'll get sympathy from me to a certain extent, but you blame everything on anything outside of what you're doing. You can set a phone reminder.
That Fang gang go hard, by the way. Just want to let everybody know. We grinding out here in these streets. I'm over here with my back on fire. Live streaming, right? Multiple members of the Fang gangs in the chat right now saying they working right now. Still showing love. Appreciate the heck out of you guys, by the way. Like, what's her excuse?
You having kids doesn't take that away.
It's harder to manage doing that on top of taking care of them and doing everything to run.
No. So you set a reminder. That's what I'm saying. Having kids does not prevent you from doing this.
Back.
Boom. And then you set a reminder. It's as easy as that, dude. Kids does not take that away.
Mind you, my mom didn't have none of that when we was growing up. None of the OGs did that, like, or had the reminders. They just got it done. He said, BX, guess what? Threw out my back over the weekend. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that just going around, man? What? Why are we all throwing our backs out? Still went to work like you. See? Grind don't stop. Grind does not stop, fam. And it took me like a week to eventually go to the doctor. And I guess they're helping, but still. I just never stopped working or never grinding, never stopped grinding. Right? It's a constant, I guess you could say, hustle, or we just have that mentality where we're not going to be lazy. People like her, lazy as hell. She don't know anything that we've been through, right? The things that we had to persevere or just keep on pushing through and grind. There's people that don't know nothing about that. The slightest struggle, just I don't know. Setting a reminder on my phone, rocket science. Meanwhile, we throwing our backs out, grinding. Right. And you got the family too. That's just work on top of work on top of work. And we're still getting it done. Right now, if they want to make it a left and right thing, this does seem like a lot of people on the left are pushing this. Right? They're pushing this mentality. Or at least I bare minimum say that the higher ups are trying to push this mentality so they could be able to manipulate you. It's easy to get this type of person to blame conservatives or the right for her being lazy as hell. But then when you say pull yourself up by the bootstraps, that's an issue. Right? They hate that. They hate when conservatives say pull yourself up by the bootstraps. I'm telling you, this is a weak ass mentality. I said ship her out. She wouldn't last a week.
Hey, your life is a little more hectic, but you also have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
What are we doing? How many hours a week do you work?
So I average 20 to 25.
Okay, there's another failure.
That is
Number
part of
2,
it.
these things you want to sublease. Do you already have them?
So we have the space that we're building out each of the units.
Okay.
So that's
how many units are you building?
7. So it'll
Are
be
these 7 individual rooms?
yes.
So you already have. What's the square footage of this?
The whole unit, the whole large unit we have is 1,400 square feet.
Okay, so these are going to be quite tiny rooms.
Why is she not working out of it? Wouldn't that like add money to what she's doing and get people used to going to her new space? You telling me y'all can't fix at least one booth up? Bring your clients through? You not renting the other booth, which puts more money into your income for you to work on, whatever. Maybe I need to start doing some financial advising. I thought about doing live streams where we just talk about the grind and stuff like that. Not on some like advising, but just speaking about it. I'll just tell you guys the things that I'm looking into. Right? Because I think we will be, I'm still using we as all the intelligent people, that we would be interested in it, right? So you guys might know a lot of stuff too, for sure. Yeah, but yo, BX, check this out. What you think about this? Right? I'm into that.
Okay,
They're
got it.
actually larger than some
And
of the
how
other
long have you
ones.
guys had this?
A year, just over a year.
The f- is wrong with you?
A lot.
What's taking you
a
so
lot
long?
is wrong with
Us, as in you.
She on that Dr. Umar time.
me and my boyfriend, since that's what we're working on together.
Yeah, that might be projecting onto him. Why is
A
this
little.
taking so long?
So
It's been a year. Oh, it's been 14 months, over a year.
It has been.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
I know. I said the same thing. We were in a car wreck. Me, both my kids, and my boyfriend in August of last year. We signed the lease.
Last year?
Yes, we signed our lease
Okay.
August 1st.
If you said August this year, I would be like, okay. But August last year, I'm sure that was traumatic. I'm sure that's sad. I'm confused. Why has this not been built out in a year?
Because
brought up?
along with the loss of income and the
What was the
car
loss of income?
with all the thing with his work all
Mhm.
slowing down because it's something we're doing together.
You shouldn't. Why are we mixing relationship, dating, not even marriage into a
Yeah,
business?
but we're doing it anyway.
Hey, he do construction. If you say his business slowed down construction wise, wouldn't that give him more time to work on the place? Am I tripping, chat? Chat. I'm tripping? Let me know. If she said her boyfriend does construction and handyman jobs and he just lost his job, he could 24/7 damn near live on that property fixing things nonstop. Why is it taking a year for this place to be ready? Yeah, that sounds suspect.
It's going to work out so well.
Hopefully,
No,
It'll be
you
fine.
call yourself a we.
sometimes it'll be fine. But we were in a car wreck in August last year. So we signed our lease August 1st and August 4th, we were in a car wreck.
But this was last year.
It was.
Yeah.
My hands are stuck. My ability to do my job has been a little bit less. His income had really died down. So
That doesn't make any sense, though. That doesn't make any sense because the election wasn't even happening in August. So
No,
if it had
wasn't, but
already
they were
died
preparing
down,
for it.
this is cope. Blaming things on politics is just so stupid.
Ideally,
There's
though, we were
more
going
in
to
your
have
own
it
control
built
than your own.
out.
Well, sure, okay, take 6
Ideally.
months. That's fine. But it's been 9 months since it's been now 10 months since the beginning of the year. August was halfway through last year.
Yes.
So okay, recovery, sad. Absolutely, I get it. Things aren't absolutely great after that hard situation. I mean, I know you drive. We had a conversation about it
Yeah,
before you
we
filmed,
drive.
so it's not like you're completely dramatic. You're like you're like, come on,
what's your
you drive.
Right.
You're back on top.
Yes. Mostly.
Come on, 10 months. This year has been 10 months.
Yes.
So 14 months in signing, but 10 months this year.
Yes.
Jesus.
Because
Why
we
the
did.
haven't you done anything? How much does it cost? What are you investing into this thing that you can't even make work yourself?
So originally
Sounds like a horrible idea. What's your lease term?
We've got a 3-year lease.
Oh, and you're already a year
We're
in?
a year in.
Buddy, you're going to have to increase your revenue by your rent by 33% just to break what you're supposed to be making in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your monthly cost?
$1,400 is rent,
Oh! In what way? What money do you bring in?
Right. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Stop renting booths. You have a space. Get your lazy ass boyfriend. Hey, listen, we gonna get you a cot. Put that in place. You're living here now, fixing this shit up 24/7. We need to get the ball rolling. We need things popping. I'm gonna be taking clients while you working on stuff. It don't matter. Right, so we could keep the money coming in, get them used to seeing the spot, and then start getting some other stylists in it. What are we talking? I'm done. Yeah, wait, let me see him spaz out real quick.
On a monthly basis, working 20 hours a week.
So that actually he pays. Usually he pays the
you're
rent and
lucky
utilities.
you have the simp.
Sure.
Okay, he need to be in there fixing stuff too, Mr. Construction.
He fights me on a lot of decisions.
Well, I'm sure because this is bad, horrible.
It's fine.
Girl,
but he covers
14 months, $1,400, nothing to show for it.
No,
How
it's
close are we
awful.
being done
It's
in
awful.
renovation?
We've got about $1,000 more that we need to put into it,
Okay,
so
which
we
means
can
about
get
$5,000.
inspect.
Oh, I could have did with that. Put that in ETFs. Anyway, yeah, I'm done. She's a loser, a lazy loser that's just blaming Trump because she don't want to work. That sounds crazy. But anyway, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share the video. What that got to do with Trump? She's just making a lot of dumb decisions. Stupid ass decisions. But making it seem like it's Trump's fault. Anyway. Yeah, that was weird. That was super weird. How did that have to do with Trump?